What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we've got a very cool AMG courtesy of the legends at Gorilla Exhaust. Now, you know Sebastian, the owner of Gorilla, he always comes through exhaust-wise. They build custom exhaust systems and they specialize in exhaust bypass valves. So that means that you just skip the entire rear silencer of the exhaust, giving you basically a straight pipe, which is amazing, especially on these W212 or S212 in this case, Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG. It is one of the most angry sounding cars in the world. It is absolutely epic. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a quick look at the car and we'll focus on the exhaust, of course, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, the W212 Generation E class. It is the successor to my own E55 AMG. As you know, I saw a lot of questions about that. Yes, I still own the car. I just bought it from the company, so it is now my private car. I drive it and I am utterly and epically in love with that car. I think it is such a cool thing, and well, a lot of you guys think the same, I know that, but I also get a lot of really positive reactions from like people in the real world that, you know, recognize how special of a car it actually is. This car, the W212, was introduced in 2009, and for the first 3 years basically, so 9, 10 and 11, the car had the 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8. Also an amazing sounding engine, really good performance, 525 horsepower, 630 newton meters of torque. But in 2011, that M156 engine was replaced by this, the 5.5 liter V8 bi-turbo, codename M157, with also 525 horsepower, but 700 newton meters of torque. So a nice little bump in torque. And then a massive facelift occurred. This is one of the biggest facelifts Mercedes-Benz has ever done. Apparently it cost like close to €1 billion, and you can see that the car looks completely different. They went away from the 2 separate headlight units and went to 1. The car in general looks a lot more modern. This is a 2014 car, so this is a facelift, and it is so freaking cool. It is amazing. So power wise, it got a little upgrade. 557 horsepower for the E63 and 585 horsepower for the E63 AMG, and 800 newton meters of torque. So there are a lot of different versions of this E63 of the W212 generation. This car has 4MATIC, which in some countries is optional. In other countries like the UK, you only had a rear-wheel drive version. But this 4MATIC system is really nice, especially in this weather. You know, it's grimy, it's wet, it's slippery. So this is super nice to have. So at the front, you can see that this car has the carbon fiber exterior package. We do have these like aluminium accents, which I really like. I think it gives the car like a relatively friendly look. Right, it's you can see that it's very muscular and that it is in fact an AMG, but it's not too intimidating, I would say. I think it still looks relatively friendly. This color, this dark gray in a matte finish, they always call that Magno at Mercedes-Benz. I think it's like graphite gray probably. Very cool color. I really like that on this car. 19-inch wheels also for the E63 compared to the regular E63. Carbon ceramic brakes as an option. And then around that we've got Continental Sport Contact 5 tires. Brake pedal feel is a bit squishy, a bit spongy, but braking performance is really good. Air suspension with adaptive dampers as standard for the E63 and you also get a limited slip diff as standard, which you didn't get on a regular E63. So you did get a lot of extras, a bit of extra power, some nice little goodies. So definitely would have made sense to go for the E63 S. As you can see, the S badge belongs to the AMG part and not the E63 part. Nowadays it's AMG E63 S, but this is a Mercedes-Benz E63 S AMG. So big ass boot. You can fit a lot of crap in there. A lot. Super big. And then we've got the stock exhaust tips, which I really like. Very nice tip. Part of the bumper as usual, and again we've got that carbon finish and a bit of aluminium. But then let me see if I can actually show you guys. Oh, it's dirty. Yeah. Okay, so right there next to the wheel you can see the bypass of the exhaust. Okay, fuck it. Yeah, you can see that, right? So when the valve is closed, it goes through the rear silencer. When the valve is open, it skips the rear silencer and just comes out those pipes on both sides. That is the Gorilla way. And it produces an amazing sound. We also have a center silencer delete, of course. And then we've got 3-inch downpipes with 200 cell catalytic converters. Running into a 3-inch system all the way to the back. So that is what they do at Gorilla. I think this, again, like we've seen before, is like a perfect setup for this car. It is loud, but with the valves closed, it is doable. It is, you know, nice to drive around. You still have a burble, a nice V8 growl, but it's not too obnoxious. But when you open those valves, all hell breaks loose. So as I said, M157 5.5 liter V8 bi-turbo engine, 585 horsepower and 800 newton meters of torque, which is a nice little bump over the regular E63. It's quite fast. 3.7 seconds 0 to 100 for the estate, the station wagon, 3.6 for the sedan, with 4MATIC, that is, of course. Otherwise it's like 4.3, something like that. It's a big difference. So interior wise, also a big upgrade over the pre-facelift and of course over the W211, the previous model. This does feel quite a bit more modern. I really like this interior. I really like these seats. They are super adjustable, as you can see. So this is like the front part. You have dynamic side bolsters that move in corners, and you can also adjust the bolsters. And you can also adjust the bolstering. And well, it's just a very, very supportive seat. You can have like your seat in the absolute perfect position. And that is not always the case. So yeah, I really like these seats. Nice little Autobahn AMG logo on there as well. And then down here we've got the operation for the 7-speed speed shift gearbox. So this replaces the old 5-speed. And it's a pretty good gearbox for, you know, at its time. It's a bit clunky sometimes and not really that polished at times, but the shifts are quick and it just fits the engine really well, I think. It's not as good as the modern gearboxes, of course. You know, we've gotten so used to like dual clutches and ZF 8-speeds that are lightning quick. This is a pretty good gearbox. It's not as good as the gearbox of like a BMW M5. The purpose of this car, which I think, you know, most AMG drivers, most drivers of this car in particular, the touring, the estate, the station wagon, will, you know, just have it in comfort and automatic, and for that purpose it is perfectly fine. Then we've got the driving modes here and the launch control, traction control, dynamic dampers and AMG mode. It's a nice car. I really, really like it. Okay, so enough about that. Let's just get to the business end, which is the exhaust. So we've got a little remote here, the Gorilla remote, and we have two options, so A and B. A is open, B is closed. So I think it's open right now. We'll start it up. Oh, it sounds monstrously good. Oh, that is outrageous. It is so loud, so deep. And let me just show you guys my favorite thing about this entire exhaust. Okay, I'll open all the windows so you guys can hear it. When you are like maneuvering at low speed, the low, like deep bellowing sound combined with the turbo you hear whistling through the exhaust is just outrageous. So when you're like parking or this is my favorite thing. I could do this all day. Oh, that is so gross. Oh, I love it. I don't know what it is with these engines. When you straight pipe them, they are absolutely insane. It reminds me of those GAD motors cars we used to drive, like back in the day. That's like 6 years ago, I think. But they always had like these straight piped 5.5 or 5.8 liters they also had. It sounds so good, so deep. And then let me just switch to comfort mode and I'll close the valve. So this is, I think, what you would expect from an AMG, right? So this is perfect for like long distances and stuff. You hardly hear it when it settles down. And then when you hit Sport Plus and open the valve, that is a big difference. That is what I love about a Gorilla exhaust. They make really durable bypass valves that can actually take it when I hit the throttle with the valves closed. And they offer that like duality of the character. Oh, that is so loud. And I love the changes in the sound, you know. You have like different stages. So this is like full throttle. It also sounds really good, don't get me wrong. Big bang on the upshift as well. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, as I said, we also have launch control. So you have RS here, which means race start. So we hit that, pedal up, full throttle. And that should be 3.7 seconds to 100 in ideal circumstances, which is not bad. So there we go, onto the Autobahn. Oh, that crackle on the shift. That was very loud. And it is a pretty damn quick car. We measured 100 to 200 in 8.15 seconds, which is not bad at all. Top speed limited at 250 kilometers an hour, or if you have the driver spec 300, which this car does have. I keep getting this notification that the bonnet is open, but it's not the case. Don't worry, I checked it, closed it up properly. I still get this notification, so I think there's like a sensor thing going on there. But it gets up to speed really quickly. Oh, this is so dirty. The notification won't go away, so you guys will have to look at the needle when I hit the throttle. Oh, but listen to that sound. That is a proper V8 soundtrack. Oh man. Amazing car. There we go. It's such a chill way of doing high speeds. I mean, yes, the exhaust is very loud, but the car is comfortable. It soaks up everything. Yeah, there we go again. Oh, it's cool. It's such a capable, like, long distance car, but also turns into this hooligan if you wanted to, which is just amazing. Carbon ceramics. Thank you. So it has quite a weird pedal. If you hit it at first, you're like, there's not a lot there, but then when you push through, it's actually really good. Oh man, what a sound. Oh. Okay, let's close the valve. That's perfect for like long distances. Oh man, Sebastian, you worked your magic again. These guys are proper craftsmen and they know how to build a freaking exhaust. Time and time again, when we drive cars with their exhaust, it just sounds so amazing. And it's the case with this car as well. Really appreciate you letting us pick up this car this morning. If you are... Oh, that is a dirty downshift. Oh. If you would like to have an exhaust for your car, a custom-made exhaust or a bypass valve, go check out Gorilla Exhaust. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist on the left. See you at the next one. Bye.